Juergens, Junkie, Coyotes win it! South Dakota is back-to-back 7-league tournament champions, and the Coyotes are headed back to the NCAA tournament.
The South Dakota volleyball team opens the season this week at home right here in the Sanford Coyote Sports Center. 3 matches coming up this weekend, and we're joined by the head coach of the Coyotes, Leanne Williamson. Coach, it's game week. How much excitement comes with finally, all this preparation's gone into it, finally game week?
Yeah, I really feel like this is one of the first years in a while now that it feels very normal, and we're just so excited to get back out on the floor and playing somebody else. I love preseason. I think our players enjoy preseason to a point, but at some point you hit that moment where you want to play against an opponent, you want to play against somebody else and really see what you can do and start to challenge yourselves more so in that way. So I couldn't be happier that we're at home to start off the season, and obviously bringing 3 really good opponents in here as well is going to be a great start to the season. But yeah, I mean, I think our players, I'm not sure there's anything I'm going to have to say to get them excited for it.
You've been with the group for a couple of weeks now with this preseason, the fall camp. What has been kind of the goal maybe leading up to the season opener for you guys in fall camp?
I think for us as coaches, some of it, and for our team, is figuring out who's going to fill some of those roles. People that have watched us in the past few years, we've had a lot of the same players out there, and I think it made for some really great consistency, and I think our team was able to build off of each year. And this year there's a little bit of a difference to that. You know, we've got a setter position, a middle position, an outside position, a back row position that I think we have people that can fill, and for us as coaches, it was helping them kind of work through some of the first couple days, and now it's trying to find that consistency, and again figuring out what that lineup is going to be come Friday. And I don't know what that is fully yet, but that's also what's exciting about it, because we have great depth. We have a lot of people that are stepping up and showing, whether it's day by day or whether it's occasionally, that we've got a lot of people that can fill in, and it's just again finding that consistent lineup to a point, but then also using our depth when we need to.
You talk about some of those players that really left an impact on the program, in Madison Juergens, Maddie Wiedenfeld, Sammy Slaughter, a lot of really good players who have been there. How do you replace their production? Is it having a player step up? Is it multiple players getting into the rotation? How do you try to replace that production?
Yeah, I mean, I think in any year, focusing on maybe what we lost isn't going to be the greatest way for me to go about it. So some of it is figuring out what do we have returning, what are those things that we can rely on more often than not, and then how do we supplement that with some different things as well. So, even though, Juergens and Wiedenfeld and Sammy have had a great impact on this program and were consistent for us, we still have some great pieces coming back. And I think you look at a couple of them. Amy Adams on the right side has held down that side for the last couple of years. We got Elizabeth Junkie on the outside. You have Madison Harms in the middle, and we have Lolo as a little barrow again for a 5th year. And all of them are finding their own marks again of doing what they've done in the past, but now adding hopefully a few things. So some of it is just supplementing with that, and now figuring out who are those people and what are the main things that we need. Is it production? Is it consistency? Is it ball control? Is it blocking? And there's a lot of different ways we can take that with the team that we have, and that's kind of what's been fun about it though too, is looking at all the different scenarios and figuring out what could be best for us on night one, knowing that could change as the season progresses.
I know fans have looked at the schedule because we have a lot of season ticket holders, and you see some of the teams coming into this building to play, or even at the Pentagon in Sioux Falls. I know you have one up there, but you look at just the matches and the schedule you're able to put together, kind of a treat for the fans this year to get the opportunity to watch your team compete against some really good competition.
Yeah, and compete in the SCSC more. It's the first time since I've been here, so going on year 14, that we're hosting 2 tournaments, and that brings 6 non-conference opponents to the SCSC, where we get to play in front of our fans, we get to play at home, we get to use our locker room, and it makes such a big difference. And then obviously our one up in Sioux Falls against Northern Colorado at the Pentagon. So we feel really excited about our schedule that we've put together, and excited that we have such a great fan base that keeps growing and growing, and we're looking forward to being in here and playing in front of them and seeing that atmosphere. And I think even for other teams coming in to be able to see what it really means to be a supporter of South Dakota volleyball.
Opening weekend, it all starts with Louisville. That's obviously a very good volleyball program. They built themselves into a national contender every single year. A lot of excitement for the fan base to see Louisville come in here on night number 1. A whiteout should be a lot of fun.
It definitely should be, and I'm excited. I think going into last year, we knew this tournament was gonna be here in this season. But even seeing all the success that Louisville had last year, and now bringing them in, preseason ranked 4, highest ranked opponent coming into the SCSC. But I think again, our players are ready for that opportunity. I think people in the area are ready to watch that great volleyball as well, and definitely excited about the start of that season. But that's only the beginning, and I'm looking forward to obviously everything beyond that as well.
Coach, thanks for the time. Appreciate it. Have a great weekend. It'll be a lot of fun this weekend.
It sure will.
All right, the Coyotes take on Louisville on Friday night, Northern Kentucky on Saturday, and Missouri on Sunday to open up the weekend. Join us next week. We'll look back at the opening weekend and a look ahead at what's next for Coyote Volleyball.